Hey guys, it's SuperKamiGuru9000. I'm Christian, that's Corey, and we are here to review One Piece 675. Okay, it starts off with Caesar Clown returning the crack babies to the laboratory, and they're all like, really need that candy, man. Really need that candy. And Caesar Clown is quick to say, oh, go over to the donut room or something like that, and I'll have your candy there. And one of the crack babies pretty much freaks out, and she's like, I want to go home, crack. Yeah, and it was kind of funny because actually some of the stuff Nanji and Usopp is saying is starting to stick with them, and she's getting past her addiction of sweet tarts. Yeah. So Corey and I just made our first little short film, if you will, and it's called Why Won't It Open? And it's a great, funny little video. If you guys want to check it out, there'll be an annotation above for it, and definitely, if you got some time, and we know you do because you're on YouTube, go check it out. Okay, guys, later.
So after the ridiculous crack baby scene, we finally get to go back to Law and Luffy and all the group hanging out in there, and we get to learn a little bit why that they were going down so easily, how Law was going down and everything. And apparently we all know that, Law has the ability to separate body parts and even organs from the body. And he made this deal with Caesar at some point in the past, where Caesar's like, all right, dude, you're going to work for me, but only under one condition. Give me your fucking heart. So I think someone's been watching Pirates of the Caribbean Part 2 a little too much, because this is very Davy Jones-esque. And, of course, Davy Jones is pirates. Oh. But what's cool about this, though, is we actually get to see that he has Law's heart right there. And if any time Law starts to, piss him off or anything, he just, punches it. Or there's actually one point where he literally does this, roundhouse kick right to the heart, which is completely unnecessary. But it's completely awesome, and Law is, of course, feeling the pain from this. And he's like, I got you in a vice, bitch.
Do you remember the name of the new weapon? The Izanami or something?
I don't know.
The last part of this chapter pretty much has to do with Caesar Clown and the blob named Smiley, which for some reason I never really picked up that name until this chapter because they call it Smiley 8 times. And I was like, wait, that blob is really named Smiley? And it kind of makes sense because it has this big dumb mouth on it and it looks happy all the time.
I also do like the fact that Smiley has kind of this big face on him now. Before he didn't really have much of a personality. But now he looks all happy and nice. He almost looks like a fucking Pokemon. He's like the evolved form of Muck, and he's about to eat a rare candy. You guys will get that. You guys will get that.
Pokemon jokes. Anyway, Caesar Clown is saying that he's going to feed it a candy, and then it's going to become the ultimate weapon. He's like, okay, wait a second. And then the thing eats the candy anyway. He's like, okay, yeah, that was okay. I'll let you eat that. And then his little assistant, the bird woman behind him, was like, it's not listening to you, is it? He's just like, oh, sweat drop. And that's how the One Piece chapter comes to a close. Honestly, really cool chapter. So what did SuperKamiGuru9000 think of this One Piece chapter? I did think it was a solid manga chapter of One Piece. You'll find manga of One Piece happens in threes. So we got the Law, we got the Smiley stuff, and then we got the kids in the beginning. And I thought this group of threes for this chapter was really good. The kid stuff, it's good to see that the kids are getting past their addiction and actually getting that they shouldn't be there, even though the candy has them hard. And the Law stuff is cool. It's cool to see Law's own moves being used against him. It's actually, he had to put himself in a really shitty place to actually work with Caesar Clown. So, and it makes sense how he was taken down so quick with the steak face guy. What was his name again? Virgo? Virgo, yeah.
I agree. I like the stuff with Law in particular. I do feel they kind of pulled a Davy Jones on us, but just in a much more interesting way. And of course, if you don't know anything about Law's powers, that probably must seem very confusing. But still, it makes sense in practice. And I do like the fact that Caesar's just sort of holding on to his heart right there and just beating the fuck out of it whenever he wants. And it definitely gives a lot of explanation as to how Virgo was able to take him down so easily. But then, of course, there's the thing with Smiley, which, I guess you could call it a character at this point because it has so much more personality. It's got the big smile on its face and everything, and it almost looks like a big salamander of some sort. But I really like the look of it, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen when it eats this hilariously huge candy, which what I love about One Piece is how insane it is. I like that even though he's feeding a candy to this big monster, they took the time to put it in colorful wrapping. So I think that's just kind of a great attention to detail, and it shows kind of how insane Caesar Clown and his group are. And other than that, all the artwork, again, was top-notch. Oda does really great character designs that stick out a lot. Smiley's looking great. I loved the cow dragon. There were a lot of little things this week. So the artwork was, as always, right on top.
Good stuff. Another really good One Piece episode and fucking manga. My bad, guys. And
get your shit together, man.
I think I want to drop an 8 out of 10 on this one. Pretty good. Pretty good.
I agree.
Yeah.
It was a really fun chapter.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what we thought this week, guys. Okay, if you enjoy these videos, make sure to give us a big thumbs up. It always helps. And until next time, SuperKamiGuru9000 out. Later, guys.